What's going on, everybody? You are now tuned in to the Triple M Boxing Channel, your source for all your boxing needs. And man, got a special guest today. We got Mr. Ryan Fraser with Boxing Top Up North. What's going on, brother? How are you?
What's going on, man?
You know, man, it's that time of the year in Toronto, man. Caravan weekend. Everybody's out. It's hot, but Turkey Al Sheikh's changed the plans for all of us.
Yes,
LA,
sir.
LA.
You can watch it outside though, so if, you can be in the party and still watch it outside. But yeah, it's summer, bro. Enjoy it.
Exactly.
We got 2 more months until we complain about the cold. So
right.
That's true. That's true, man. That's true. And like you said, man, our boy, the man's himself, Mr. Turkey, blessing us.
Once again.
Yeah,
man. Changing boxing.
No misses yet. No misses. It's all been hits.
Yeah.
Legit. So I'm excited for this fight card coming up here this Saturday, August 3rd. Stacked fight card, man. Let's get this thing started, man. Let's go over this card real quick. The first fight of the night, we have a top prospect, Andy Cruz versus Antonio Moran. I'm excited for this fight, man. Do you know much about Andy Cruz, Ryan?
Yeah, actually, I'm very familiar because, like I said, my brother went through the Olympic circuit, and he was going through the circuit when Keyshawn was going through as well, and Troy Isley and those guys. And yeah, Andy Cruz was right there, man. We saw him the whole way, and he's being fast tracked. If anybody who knows anything about Moran, he's only lost to elite dudes, Pedraza, Ortiz, Barboza, and I think Haney's the only one to stop him. So this guy is definitely game. So I hope Andy Cruz can show us a new level, because unfortunately I think he's going to be always compared to Keyshawn, and Keyshawn's really far ahead right now. So I hope that Cruz can get some knockouts, get some stoppages, and really get the fans to push that fight, because that'd be a good fight, Keyshawn and Cruz. But I think Andy Cruz is going to win this one easy.
I was just going to ask though, because we know Andy Cruz, he's he has what, 4 wins, but he still has that Cuban background, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
With his style, though, do you think he needs to be a knockout artist to be able to get to that level where he could be one of the top guys in the division?
I don't think so, but I'm just looking at it from Keyshawn's not gonna acknowledge him unless he does some stuff special that the fans are like, yo, we get that guy in the ring, you gotta beat him. Because like if he just keeps cruising by these guys, Keyshawn's gonna be like, yo, he's still down there. Like I'm right here at the top. So I like the IBF route, because as we know, the IBF strips anybody. They don't care.
Like, they just did. They
don't care, man. I love it. They're the only ones standing on business. So he's going that route. So who knows, man? Whoever has that IBF strap at 35, if Loma drops it, he's gonna be right there. Cruz is gonna be right there just to pick it up.
100%.
You're right, man. You're 100% right. I'm excited for this fight though, because like you were mentioning, he fought Keyshawn a whole bunch of times in the amateurs, and I was watching a fight of them in the Olympics, and man, his style very slippery, very technical, right? But now here's the question that I've been asking. I asked this to Stefan earlier. Like in the pros, do you think once they meet in the pros, do you think it'd be the kind of same old story? Because he's 4-0 against him in the amateurs against Keyshawn. But in the pros,
it's a tougher fight for sure. Like Keyshawn,
different game.
He's definitely been in some wars himself. But even his last fight, I thought Keyshawn stole the show, man. Like I know it's Shakur's night, but Keyshawn was the best fight on the card. Like, Shockey Foster put us to sleep, and then Shakur Stevenson, he really put us to sleep. So it was Keyshawn that really had the best fight that night. But no, I think it's a better fight. Both, like you said, there's bad blood, so the buildup is there already. It's just a matter of, Andy Cruz kind of playing catch up at this point.
True. Very true.
But I think that Antonio Moran will be a worthy opponent for him to get to that route, man. Absolutely. I think it'll be fast track for sure. But let's move on. The other Cuban fighter here, David Morrell, fighting Hot Rod. A guy I can never mention, man. But David Morrell moving up to 175. I gotta say, man, before we break this down, I like how he's not waiting for David Benavidez or any big fights. He wants to make a name for himself. He moved up. It just happened that David Benavidez is staying up because he couldn't get Canelo. But 175 is booming right now. We got those two giants and Beterbiev and Bivol, and they're gonna fight. We got David Benavidez waiting, and David Morrell. So it's a good division right now. But what do you think how do you think this fight will go?
Yeah, man, I think David Morrell is gonna definitely try to outdo David Benavidez's debut at 175. That's what he's doing, because I didn't think he was serious about the Benavidez fight, but it looks like he moved right up right after Benavidez did. So
yeah.
He said he wanted that fight and then took action and went up with the guy. Usually guys will sit around. He could have sat around and waited for Canelo if he wanted to, but he's got something with Benavidez, and I think that's going to be a big fight in the future. Obviously, if Benavidez can get the Bivol or whoever wins that fight and wins all the belts, Morrell should be right there. And then we got our super fight again. But I think Morrell's going to stop Hot Rod early, and I think he's going to put a statement out because I think he's really good. He's really athletic for his size, super athletic for a 68-pounder. And I think being at 75, he'll be even better, stronger. But he's got that Cuban pedigree too, so he could box, which is impressive. So I think him and David Benavidez are gonna be a future super fight.
Bro, I'm with you there, man. That's like you were saying, he's very athletic for a big boy too.
Yeah,
shocked with how he can move, his pressure, his power. The only thing I'm scared of is I just want to see him get really caught against Hot Rod, because Hot Rod has the experience, he has the power. And he proved it time and time again, especially against one dude, Brian Howard, I think it was.
Oh, okay.
Put him out. So it's going to be a good fight. That's all I'm going to say. What do you think, Stefan?
I think it'll be the same until it lasts, man. The one question though, when we talk about David Benavidez is when he moved up, he was able to what's his name, beat Gvozdyk, but he wasn't able to hurt the guy, right? Because is it because of the weight or because he's fighting guys that are actually his size now? So that's the same question for this guy, David Morrell. Like Ryan said, he's trying to outdo David Benavidez. So we'll see if he'll actually get him out of there. I got him winning though. I got him winning by knockout, but would I be surprised, man, after seeing David Benavidez? Probably not, but we'll see.
Yeah,
that's true, man. Now the next fight that's up here. Got Anderson.
Jared Anderson.
Jared Anderson versus Martin Bakole. The heavyweights, man. This is going to be a crazy fight. Big baby. What is he, 17-0 against Martin Bakole, 20-1?
Yeah.
SB, you start, man. What do you think of this fight?
I think it's a good fight for both guys. Bakole's always down. He lost to Dubois his last fight. But Anderson, man, I think this is a step up in competition. We've seen him build his career up in Top Rank. Now that he's with Turkey now as a replacement fight. I think it'll be good because Turkey has all the heavyweights. Now he said before that he doesn't want to belts doesn't matter to him, which I think it's cap. He just wants to provide for his family, but obviously if you're the champion, you get the most money. So I think, this is a fight that'll probably set up the winner of the next fight, which is Andy Cruz and Big Baby, or, if ever you get a Dubois or AJ fight. But I think it's all these heavyweights being under the same umbrella in Turkey. I think that any fight is possible. And I just can't wait for it. But I got Anderson by knockout. How about you, Ryan?
Oh, man. All my hardcore friends are telling me Bakole is going to win this fight, man. But I'm saying Jared Anderson got to win this fight for America. America, they pride themselves on having a heavyweight champion.
Yeah,
Wilder fell off. He was that guy for a bit. Jared's kind of looking like the next one, and it is a lot of pressure. I mean, we've seen him, with Roy Jones talking about the pressure. But this is the stage, man. You're in a stadium. You're not in an arena. You're in a stadium fight. Big Turkey Al Sheik is bringing you the bag. Is what you wanted. So hey, this is what you want. You got to take what comes with it, man. The fame, the responsibility, the country. America wants a heavyweight champion. You got to be that guy. And Bakole's not no slouch, man. He's got heavy hands. I heard he dropped Usyk in camp. Obviously, his only loss is to Michael Hunter, which I think he had an injury in that fight. So, like, he's been on a tear since. He's been, like, knocking dudes out. So, I mean, if Jared Anderson can go in there and get a stoppage, then I think Turkey will throw him in with one of those big heavyweights because he'll have the value at that point. But I think Anderson's got to win this fight just to be named in that conversation. Like, I just think he's got to win.
I agree with you there, man. He has to just to get the even bigger fights. He has to make a statement.
Yep.
Right. And I have him. Yeah, I'm with you there, Stefan. I have him winning either by late stoppage or decision. But again, it's heavyweights. Who knows, man? First round, second round, third round. All you need is one.
I don't want to see no decision with these
heavyweights. Right?
Yeah.
Especially him. Especially Jared Anderson, man.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. But I'm with you guys there, man. Jared Anderson needs to win. He needs to put him out, make a statement. We're just gonna have to wait till this Saturday to see what happens, you know?
Man, to add to that, he wasn't even supposed to be in this card.
Right.
He was just put on, right? It was supposed to be Virgil Ortiz and Tim Tszyu. So this is an actual opportunity that was just, it's a kind of last minute opportunity for him. So it's go time, baby.
Yep, that's true.
Hell yeah. Now, the last heavyweight fight, man, I'm extremely excited for this one. Bro, Andy Ruiz versus Jarrell Miller. Andy, this comeback fight, man. It's been what, two years since he last fought? Something like that?
2 years almost, yeah.
Bro, ring rust is going to be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah.
What are your guys' thoughts on this fight, man? Because, man, I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting to see our boy Andy Ruiz come back.
Off the pine, man. Andy Ruiz, I hope he's motivated, He's the type of dude that, he loves money. So I'm just hoping that Turkey flash that check in front of him, like, you're gonna get back in the gym, my guy. So I'm hoping so that he's coming in ready, because Jarrell Miller lost 40 pounds for this fight. And he gave Dubois everything that he had. Dubois had to take him out. Like, I thought the Dubois and Jarrell Miller fight was harder than the Dubois and Hrgovic fight. Like, Hrgovic looked terrible down the stretch. And Miller's with Bozianis, I'm hearing. So Bozianis, obviously we know what he does in the dungeon over there in Philly. So he might have woken up a beast in Jarrell Miller here. But it's gonna be interesting because I think Andy Ruiz is so fast with his hands. He's gonna catch Miller in between punches because Miller throws a lot of punches per round. So I think Andy Ruiz has the advantage with the speed, and it's gonna come down to who wants it more of the big guys. I think at this point, because Ruiz, obviously former champ, he's been in there with the top dudes. He's experienced. Jarrell Miller hasn't really beat a top guy, so it's almost like one of these guys, if they lose, their career is gonna start to go down. They're gonna be used as a gatekeeper in a way. And the other guy's going to obviously get the Turkey favor, get another chance at a big check.
Yep.
What do you guys think?
I'll start, man. It's tough. It depends on which Andy Ruiz come fight night. Jarrell Miller, man, his fight with Dubois, I agree. It was probably Dubois had to dig deep to get that. And the thing is, Jarrell Miller, man, he's got a chin. I swear he got stopped because it's more of a fatigue than him actually being hurt.
Yeah.
Right. So it's the question is if Andy Ruiz is still strong enough to hurt Big Baby, which I think he is, but again, he's been out for 2 years. Can he dodge the punches? Right? Is his reflexes back? I think that's a question that will be answered come fight night. But if I were to bet on anything, man, I'm putting my money on Andy Ruiz just based off styles. I think Andy Ruiz is the quicker guy. In terms of experience, I think he's more experienced in terms of like fighting bigger names and being on that stage, having fought, AJ twice. But yeah, that's if I can put my money on, it'll be Andy Ruiz. Although I wouldn't be surprised if Big Baby Miller gets the nod.
Bro, I agree with you there, man. The things with Ruiz, and he's shown this in his past fights with Joshua. Bro, he's durable. He has the stamina. He can go 12 rounds. For a big boy, bro, not a lot of big boys can go the full 12 rounds. As soon as they hit 6, they're slowing down. Their jabs like this, this. You know,
yeah, big bang.
Yeah,
big bang,
right?
bro.
Right? And against Miller, man, we'll see if Miller blows his load early. Pause.
Yeah.
Right? And I give Ruiz the upper hand in this fight. But again, it's heavyweights. Literally anything can happen. We say this every time in these heavyweight bouts. But we're going to find out this Saturday if ring rust is really real. Like you said, Stefan, is his reflexes still there?
Yeah.
We'll see, man. He's been out for a while. He hasn't fought.
I'm curious as to what weight he's coming into. He's going to be a lighter Andy Ruiz or, you know, the heavier one, because I think it has to be his speed that'll get him the W. So I'm hoping he comes in lighter, but we'll see. We'll see Friday night.
Yep, for sure. And like you said, like Tyson Fury, he lost a bunch of weight and he gassed out down the stretch. Like that's pretty much what I felt lost him the fight. You know, no slack to Usyk. Like that dude he just knows how to win. That's his thing.
Oh yeah, that was a great fight.
It's not gonna be pretty, but he's gonna get it done.
Yeah.
And just down the stretch, we saw that Tyson Fury was not that guy because he took too much weight off.
I think because he got hurt.
Yeah. No doubt. That 9th round, he got saved, man.
I think he just got hurt from rounds 9 to 12. He was just surviving. But yeah,
I was like, man, I don't see refs call this knockdown very much where guys go on the ropes. Like,
he could have called 3 knockdowns there first.
Yeah,
he could have called at least 3 knockdowns there. Man, but I'm looking forward to that rematch. That'll be a good breakdown.
Great breakdown, man. Now the co-main event.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
This whole
I'm more excited about
crazy.
this fight. I'm more excited about this fight than the main event.
So the co-main, we have our boy Isaac Cruz versus Jose Rayo Venezuela.
Rayo.
Yes, holy smokes. Is there going to be a knockout? That's the first question. Number 2, is Isaac Cruz going to throw jabs? We'll see.
No, hell no. You start.
What do you guys think? Yeah, what do you guys think?
You start this time.
I'll start. Okay, fine. I'll start this time. My first thoughts, like I mentioned, is there going to be a knockout? Number 1, is Isaac going to be able to take Rayo out, or vice versa? Is someone going to finally put Isaac Cruz out? We'll wait and see. Highly unlikely, because number 1, Isaac Cruz's head built a steel or something.
Oh man,
crazy. Tank broke his hand against his head. No one can seem to rock him. It's crazy. And the second thing is Isaac Cruz gonna throw jabs this fight? Because every time I watch his fights, bro, high guard, he's marching you down, throw wild hooks, and when he lands, bro, he lands. Oh my God, it might be an early night, right? But with Rayo, I'm sure he's gonna be during his whole camp. He's gonna be, trying to figure out a way to keep him at bay, fight on the outside, right? Because Isaac Cruz's pressure is crazy. His body work is crazy. His somewhat high work rate is pretty good, which might give him the edge. But Rayo is very technical, good movement. But can he fight on the outside effectively? Can he score? Yeah. Will he win by points? That's what I'm just trying to figure out. It's kind of hard to say because Isaac Cruz he's in your face all 12 rounds, doesn't slow down. But he doesn't jab. That's the only thing, right? But I'm 50-50 on this fight. I can't give my true prediction. But if I were to put some money on it, I have Isaac Cruz with a slight edge. Decision. What do you think, Ryan?
Man, and definitely a 50-50 fight, man. And I'm excited for it because, when it got announced, I think it got announced around the time that Ryan was supposed to fight De Los Santos. Yeah. And a lot of people were getting mad at him. And I was like, what? This is a world title shot and turkey bag. This is a no-brainer, man. But Ryan, obviously, he looked good against Kohlberg. That was his second fight against Kohlberg. That
was a great knockout.
I was like, okay. Robert Garcia has definitely been working with him. And it's interesting to see how since then we've seen Bam Rodriguez, Virgil's back. So he's in that camp with those guys. So can Ryo be a good boxer? Can he be the matador to the bull of Isaac Cruz? Or is the pressure gonna burst the pipes, man? Because we've seen Ryo get stopped also. And it looks like when Isaac Cruz hits dudes, they start shelling up, man. That's just what it is. So it'll be interesting to see how this fight unfolds. But I think down the stretch, Isaac Cruz is gonna just last a little bit longer. I think he'll break Ryo down, and I think he'll win the fight. And winner, in my opinion, is gonna get the tank fight. So I want Ryo to win just so he can get his shine, because I feel like he doesn't get enough recognition, because he hasn't been in those big fights yet. But I know Isaac Cruz ain't no easy task, man. Tank showed us that. Everybody that fights him, like Rolly, looked like he didn't want to be in there with him. It's just like the guy just nonstop. Like his conditioning level is on 1,000. Yeah, I think you got to be a good boxer, and I just don't know if Ryo's got enough footwork to get around Isaac and keep him at bay. So I think Isaac's gonna win by stoppage. Yeah, I think it'll be Robert will have to throw in the towel.
Yeah, it's like the worst stoppage too. Your coach. Well, you want to go, but the coach said, "Nah, it's done.
Good enough,
Yeah, man. We're all winners. This is a guaranteed fireworks barn burner of a fight. In my opinion, what's his name? Rye's moving up in weight, although he's fighting a guy that's not really a 140 pounder. But obviously the weight is at 140. They probably don't have to, lose that much weight. We'll see how he feels at this weight. I think his advantage is obviously his elusiveness. Ryo's a mover. Obviously, he's also a power puncher, but he can set it up by actually being elusive. Boxing his opponent before he pushes the gas pedal to end it. But the question is, I'm sure he can do that for a few rounds. But the question is, once he gets hit, he will get hit by Isaac Cruz. Will he shell up like Rolly? Because Rolly was doing good, but he got hit pretty early. That's what happened. He got hit way too early. So he was in his bike the whole fight until he got out of there. Now, that's the same question I'm gonna ask Ryo. Pitbull's been there with an elusive lefty guy that can punch, probably the man in the division in Tank Davis. What can Ryo bring differently? We don't know if he can bring something different for Pitbull, but I see Ryo actually kind of, hopefully, probably maybe outboxing Cruz for the first 1 or 2 rounds until the pressure gets to him. And that's, with Dos Santos, it's the same fighter as a pressure fighter. He got to Ryo pretty quick. So I'm expecting Cruz to just push on the gas pedal, never back down. I don't expect him to get hurt at all in this fight. Cruz will get hit, but I don't think he'll get hurt. He'll just press forward, throw his looping uppercuts and hooks until Ryo goes down, man. So I got Cruz in a barn burner fight, maybe towards the middle to the later rounds.
Oof, I love it, man. I love it. It's so sick. Like you said, we're all winners here. And like the one thing that's so funny about Isaac Cruz, I have to say it, bro has the same face from round 1 to round 12, just mean mugging the whole time. It's a poker face.
No emotion.
Yeah, exactly. No emotion. Imagine fighting him. You get a nice hook on him. Same face. Bro.
Yeah.
Tears you down,
He just means business. And that's what he's going to do come Saturday night.
Exactly. Now, the last fight, man, the main event. This is going to be they're all crazy fights, man, but Crawford versus Madrimov.
Yep.
Title fight, and for the interim super welterweight title, WBO.
It'll be for the WBO.
I think he'll be for the full. Yeah,
he'll get elevated after this fight. So it'll be for 2 belts. It'll be for 2 belts. You start, Ryan.
Man. Yeah, man, this is Turkey Al-Sheikh's guy, man. After listening to Crawford talk, he said they've been in contact since he was at Top Rank, which is just nuts for me to hear because, you know, during that whole Errol Spence and Crawford buildup, there was just really a whole thing about, can we get it done? Can we not get it done? And then Crawford says, I got a guy who can get it done. It's like you're thinking, could this fight could have been in Saudi? You know, could have Errol Spence could have made way more money than he made. But that's all behind us because Terence Crawford is going for his third undisputed division. And we're watching. This is almost like watching LeBron, man. You know, Crawford's been here forever. Like, this guy's gonna turn what 30, 37, 38 soon. Like, so he's been in the game for a while, 40-0. And at welterweight, the power is there for sure. Stopped all the welterweight opponents. So now it's like, can he bring that power up against the bigger guys, 54-pounders? And you got Madrimov across the ring. Nobody's giving him a shot, but I'm telling people, hold up. This guy fights like Triple G, just like Triple G, but he's more athletic than Triple G. And like he's punching, man. And we've seen Crawford get rattled. Like, let's be honest. Green Machine or Kalajdzic, whatever his name was, he dropped him. Sean Porter was winning that fight before Crawford turned it up. Like, so Crawford showed us he is human, but at the same time, he's also showed us in his biggest fight against Errol Spence, he can put up a flawless performance. And I never expected him to stop Spence, but I don't think this is gonna be an easy fight as people think. I think Madrimov has got the experience in the amateurs, and he's kind of being fast tracked. People don't understand that. And I think he's gonna come out early and give Crawford a little bit of issues. But I think Crawford's a mastermind. He's a surgeon. It's what he does. Figures you out, man. He's a chess player. And I think once he figures out Israil, it's gonna be a frustrating fight for him down the stretch, and he's gonna make big mistakes. And Crawford's probably gonna get a couple knockdowns, but I don't think he gets a stoppage. But I think he gets a couple knockdowns, and just like Benavidez, I think this is Crawford acclimating himself to 54. I think we'll see him better as he gets along. And if he gets that 3-time undisputed, then he's better than the TBE in my book.
Ooh.
3-time undisputed.
3-time undisputed. That's a good ring. He'll be the first ever. I mean, he was the first one, but now he'll be 3-time undisputed. And to add to that, if you think about it, he's probably like just another fight away after this. Yeah. Assuming he wins, because he'll have 2 belts. Either gets Spence again or Fundora if they fight. So, but this one, I've been watching a lot of Madrimov, and I agree. He fights like Triple G. Hell, he looks like Triple G. I've been telling Marvin he looks like a Triple G / Bivol mix. But one thing about this guy, man, he reminds me. He's kind of similar also with the Mean Machine. He starts right away, and he's physically strong. Obviously the punching power is there, but he's just a physically stronger guy. So that's my question. In the first early rounds, Terence Crawford tends to download, and I think that's the best shot for Madrimov, is to come out, not swing, but come out pretty aggressive, make Crawford uncomfortable right away. Because I think that'll be just his best shot until he gets figured out by Crawford. Now, the question is, again, the power of Crawford. Is it gonna be present in his first fight at 154 against a guy that's been at 154 his whole career? I think Crawford, he already mentioned that he's having a hard time making weight at 147, but we got to realize this guy started light. Is it 130 or 135? He started,
I think.
130, right? He started pretty light. Now he's moving up to, he's trying to get his 4th division and 3-time undisputed. But, I see in the earlier rounds, Madrimov actually, being able to push Crawford back a little bit just because he is the bigger guy physically. One thing about Crawford, if he turns southpaw, Madrimov throws that. Was it the leaping
left hook?
Yeah. So Crawford got to watch out for
hammer
that.
punch.
I know he's smart enough. I know he's smart enough to dodge that, but If that lands, man, whoo, I don't know. That's the thing. Can Crawford take a punch of a way naturally bigger guy? That's another thing. But yeah, I see Madrimov just, doing his thing the first couple of rounds until Crawford figures him out. But I'm not sure if Crawford is able to hurt this guy. To the body, to the head, maybe, but I'm not really sure yet. That's why I want to see the first couple of rounds and see if Crawford's able. If he is, man, if he's able to hurt Madrimov in the middle rounds, I see this, I see him knocking him out late. But if he doesn't, I see this fight going to a close but clear unanimous decision, Crawford. What do you think, Marvin?
Ooh, I like that, man. I'm not gonna lie. And this is my opinion from what I've seen when I've watched Israil's fights. In my opinion, I gotta really stress that he telegraphs everything. His movement, his punches.
He reaches a lot.
Yeah, he reaches exactly right. Like against any other fighter, yeah, Madrimov will beat them 10 times out of 10. Right? Against someone like Bud, like you said, he's a chess player. I'm sure he'll see that from like a mile away and not take him out, but I think he'll take him out.
Capitalize on that.
Yeah, exactly, right? But that's I have Bud having the edge on this fight, but I'm with you there. I don't know if he'll be able to knock him out. Could possibly be a knockdown to a body, but a clear-cut knockout, it's gonna be kind of tough, man. If he does that, wow, he deserves his flowers, man. Give him Canelo.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But let me add to that though. Let me give you this question though, because I know we know it's fundamental. Like he always reaches Madrimov. He always telegraphs his punches, but to beat a guy like Bud, do you have to be technically sound? Because that was Errol Spence. He will, he's. I mean, he was reaching during that fight, but like he's fundamentally sound. Or like we thought it was Errol Spence that's going to give him troubles. Obviously, it wasn't him.
Yeah, for sure.
Or would it have to be a guy that's as reckless as Madrimov that'll just leap, throw some leaping hooks, just reach whatever, just make him uncomfortable. Obviously, he'll take punches, but would it be that guy who will just, like that won't follow the playbook or the fundamentals and just push the fight to Terence Crawford? Because that we've never seen that happen before.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Sean Porter did that. He did what he does. He comes out and pushes the pace, and we saw Crawford was doing too much of. I wouldn't say it was like he was like being nice with Sean. He was like, man. He was letting these rounds go too much, and Sean was ahead. And next thing you know, Crawford's like, "What the flip?" Like, so he flipped the switch. But that may not be there all the time. Where you got somebody like Tim Bradley or somebody there telling you you're losing. So, yeah, you're right, man. If somebody's like athletic enough to make him uncomfortable and keep him at bay, I think they could beat him.
Like, throw the fundamentals away. You know what I mean? Like, you can't ever be as fundamental as Crawford, but if you can just dog him out. Obviously, Crawford's a dog, but if you can out-dog him, maybe.
Exactly. Yeah,
maybe.
You got a chance to win.
That's why this guy, after watching this guy, I'm like, man, this guy's just a dog. Like, hopefully he'll be that dog. But, hey, that'll be a crazy win if he does beat Crawford.
Huge win. Holy smokes. Yeah. Next thing you know, Madrimov's getting Canelo. Crazy.
Man, I'll watch that fight. Depends on what happens, but.
I think that 154 division is hot right now. Like Jamel say he's coming back. Virgil Ortiz and Boyachuk about to fight. Fedora and Spence are rumored to fight. Zoo's back in the mix. Man, there's a lot of names. Xander's coming up still.
Yeah.
Like there's that division, like 1 through 10. A lot of guys can beat each other, man. And that's why I always preach to Booch and just move up to 54, man. All the names are there.
And he's come. Oh, he wants to be undisputed, but he'll be fast track too, though. Boots will probably get those belts quickly, and then he'll move to 54. But yeah, that's the new 47 because everyone moved up.
Exactly. Yeah, it's kind of like how 35 is turning out right now. Like all those guys left for 40.
They'll be 40.
Tank and Shakur now.
They'll be 40 soon, except for Ryan. Ryan might be in the 54 too.
Right? Man, Ryan might. Yeah, he might slide in there when he gets back.
He might. So.
That'd be sick, man. That'd be sick. But boxing's been so good to us. But let us know, guys, what you think in the comment section below, man. Do you think Madrimov's gonna take Crawford out? Do you think he saw Cruz is finally gonna throw some jabs? One way to find out, man. This Saturday, August 3rd. Ryan, again, thank you so much for spending some time with us on a beautiful Tuesday night. And until next time, guys.
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Always.